Hi everyone, my name is Ihan Isaacs. I'm the founder of Growth Rhino and I will be your instructor for this cold email course. Welcome and let's dive in. First of all, let's get an agenda sorted. I'm going to first go over who I am and what Growth Rhino is, why you'd want to take this course, and just a summary of some of the new skills you will learn by the end of this course. First of all, let's dive in onto who I am. Like I said, my name is Ehan. I'm the founder of Growth Rhino. I've worked with all sorts of startups that are bootstrapped and venture funded over the last 5 years. I've always been a revenue facing role on the B2B side for SaaS startups. I've done a master's in innovation at Ryerson. I've also done my certification in conversion optimization by CXL. And I was actually part of the first cohort for Growth University. So very familiar with the program. Like I said, I'm the founder of Growth Rhino, and what Growth Rhino does is we're a growth marketing agency that helps B2B SaaS companies drive revenue using cold email since Feb 2019. We get to work with some pretty awesome clients, such as these individuals here that are a mixture of YC and Techstar companies, but just in general, so they're venture funded and also super high growth. We go in, we start out their first cold email programs and just really try to activate it as an outbound channel. Obviously I can't do this by myself. I work with a great team of individuals that are distributed around the world. um, let's dive into why do you want to take this course. A lot of people ask me what's the whole deal with cold email, what's good about it, what's bad about it, and we'll definitely uncover bits and pieces of it throughout this course. But the way I would encourage you to think about cold email, and I tell this to everyone, is how can you get a conversation started? Conversation can lead to many different things, and we talk about this also in the course. But think about it this way: like you can use cold email to do one of these different any of these different things. Actually, you can use it to secure partnerships, get trial users, nurture some of your old leads, generate general awareness. Ideally you would want to be utilizing it to book meetings with your prospects, but you can also utilize it to distribute content, get booked on podcasts as an individual, or if you're hosting a podcast, you can do some outreach to get some speakers, or you can even utilize it potentially to raise venture capital. So there's a lot of different applications once you activate this channel, which is fairly unique to this particular channel. I've not seen it. I've not seen any other marketing channel to date that can be utilized for a handful of applications, right? So that's probably something you should consider, but also consider, like, if you have any assumptions that you want to validate, things around messaging, or if you want to really try to figure out who your real prospects are, or if you're testing out different value propositions, or even just in general, if you have any ideas, you can use cold email to validate and test your assumptions around any of those parameters. So something to think about. And this course is really structured across the three pillars, what I call it. The first pillar is all about cold email strategy. I'll dive more into this in the next lesson on what each of these pillars contain. In the cold email strategy, we're going to go over like pretty much why you're cold emailing, how you're thinking about it. We're going to go over some frameworks and just conceptual thought processes. Then we'll move on to the actual execution. So everything on how to launch your first campaign, setting up burner domains, warm up, some technical items, but everything you need to get going on it. And then finally, pillar three, which is once you have things going, like how do you look at data, how do you scale, and how do you optimize your campaigns. Like I said, in the next lesson, I'll go into what each of these pillars are in terms of subtopics, and then from there you'll get a better understanding of how the courses will be. At the end of this course, you'll really be able to launch your first campaign from A to Z. What I mean by that is you'll be able to build a list of targeted prospects, get their emails. You'll also understand the basics of sales copywriting, which is very different than any other copywriting that's out there, and also set up all the necessary technical items around the cold email campaign, and also what would become your cold email engine. And fundamentally, what you're going to get is the ability to start conversations with your prospects. It's really up to you to decide like how you want those conversations to go. You can utilize those conversations for sales meetings, or you can also use them for any other of the applications, such as content creation or syndication. But the key thing is to validate any learnings that you may have and constantly iterate from there. That's it. Super excited. See you in the next session.